Hey gang, welcome back. Okay, so we have at this point completed the main game. We're going to do the downloadable content. So let's take a quick look. It was originally my intent to do these in order: Clash in the Clouds first, then Burial at Sea, episodes 1 and 2. That was before I discovered what a royal pain in the ass Clash in the Clouds is. So instead, the new plan is, in order to give myself some time to get through Clash in the Clouds, we're going to do Burial at Sea episodes 1 and 2. I may or may not, in all honesty, guys, even do Clash in the Clouds. It is really, seriously, a pain in the ass. And I don't just mean that it's hard, although parts of it are hard. That doesn't bother me so much. I mean, I'm doing Batman Arkham Asylum challenges on three bats each, and that's about as hard a thing as I've ever had in any game ever. Clash in the Clouds is not really at that level of hardness, but the problem with Clash in the Clouds is there's 4 levels, and each level has 15 waves. And each wave has a specific way you have to do it in order to get the blue ribbon challenge, and that's kind of what I'm going for with those. But the thing of it is, they get progressively harder, where level 1 is fairly easy. Level 15 is brutally hard. If you die, you lose the blue ribbon. If you don't do the thing that you're supposed to do for that level, you lose the blue ribbon. If you lose the blue ribbon in any manner, you can't just load back up that wave. You have to start all the way over from level 1. So if you're working on level 15 and that's the last one you have left, you have to go through all 15 levels to get to the level 15, back to level 15. And then you're probably going to fail it because level 15 is brutally hard. And you're going to have to do it all over again multiple times. So for that reason, I may or may not do it. I don't know. We'll see, guys. I just, to me, it's not a story mission. It's really just a challenge thing. It's almost not worth doing. But there is kind of an interesting kind of hub area out in the front where you can buy stuff and unlock some things with money. I'll at least show you that, if nothing else. But I just don't know if I'm going to be able to handle going through all 60 levels of Clash in the Clouds. So anyway, without any further ado, we'll see how that goes. I'm not making any promises on that. So we're going to do Burial at Sea episode 1, which is actually, these 2 are story missions, so let's head in. Yes, we'll go ahead and we'll do medium difficulty. So here we go, Burial at Sea episode 1.
Closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Okay. So you can tell by the calendar, this is somewhat later than the original game, which, if I remember, was in the 1920s. So it's about 30 years later. It's even after the Bioshock games, which took place in the 1940. I'm losing track of the dates, but this is after all that other stuff. All right, let's go do this.
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth.
Well, look who it is.
You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you'd do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will.
Okay, guys. Let's see what Elizabeth knows about Sally. I mentioned way back in the very first episode of the game that there was a connection between like the City in the Clouds, which is called I can't remember. I'm blanking on it, and Rapture, the city underneath the ocean. And we were there for just like a minute towards the end of the first game. But I told you there was a connection, and this is it. They're moving really slowly.
Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
All right, we are in Rapture. Oh, okay. So I was wrong. This is before the fall of Rapture, because it's still pristine. All right, let's follow Elizabeth. So it's after the events of Bioshock Infinite, but before Rapture.
What I need from her is my business, but I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
Yes?
Hello. Hey, Elizabeth. She's all grown up. Yes?
Ryan, he's a bigger fish in an awful smaller pond, you ask me.
Anything you say, pal.
If I was running things, I'd say, why just one city? Why not two, eh? Why not three?
What are we doing in here, Elizabeth? You told me to follow you, so here we are. I'm supposed to talk to you? What are we doing in here? Okay, I don't know why we're stopping in here. What's the deal?
Oh, I heard about your little friend. Such a shame.
Who's talking?
Edward thinks the way to my heart is philosophical transcendence. He's brilliant. And if I wanted brilliant, I'd go to bed with a book.
You're just trapped by petite bourgeois notions of women. What happened to these children? What are they?
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia? Little sisters. Atom factories.
It's grotesque.
Red means stop, green means go. This is the rule all little girls know.
Compromise? Is that why we came to Rapture? I could compromise in Red Hook.
We're just men and women, Alan. You hold yourself to that standard, you'll never be happy.
In what country is there a place for men like me? Men who refuse to say yes to the doubters and the parasites.
Yes, but even Andrew Ryan takes a vacation.
Okay, I'm following you. Are you just gonna hang out there? Alright, never mind.
Come on. We haven't got all day.
What do they even look like under those suits?
What you mean? They're just some kind of machine?
Huh. Okay, Hey, dude. Elizabeth, what's up with your dress?
Does more harm than good.
That can't be good.
A system like that invites abuse.
Okay, we're supposed to go in here. Yes, we got an audio log down here.
How valuable my time is.
Ryan's been good to me. Few are the patrons who truly understand the struggle of the artist. But even I was a little leery when he shuttered Fontaine's business and sent that bald buck to a grave deep in the briny. But when Ryan buried all of Fontaine's pals in that department store, someone had to find a home for all those freshly minted orphans. And if I turned $1 or $2 in the process, you can hardly blame me for doing well by doing good.
Sure. Check out her finger, guys. One on the hand with the cigarette in it.
Everyone wants to cut the tallest flower up there. Do something exceptional. Those parasites resent it, condemn it, or worse yet.
He works for Ryan's security firm. I got it firsthand.
The meat can go ahead and inherit the earth for all I care.
Yo, Elizabeth, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Andalusian arms, huh?
DeWitt. The Hostic sees you, he'll toss you out on your ass again.
Okie dokie. Apparently they don't want me in here.
You know, sweetheart.
Funny.
What?
You not knowing about the Little Sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, that it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Okie dokie. Guess we're going.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshment, sir? Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
Okay, here we are on High Street, guys. Right. If we head over here...
Ah, Mr. DeWitt. Back again. And so soon.
You got one of these things.
Are you in the know? Innovation and competition are what fuel Rapture. But that fuel can be diluted with rumor or flat-out lies. The rumor monger asks, what are these so-called splicing side effects?
Well, take a look around you. Do you see anything wrong with your neighbor? The rumor monger asks, why has Tenenbaum withdrawn from the public's eye? Dr. Tenenbaum is a scientific mind unparalleled, even in Rapture. She's no doubt in her lab, toiling away at her next great innovation. I heard she was in cahoots with Fontaine. Merely slander from jealous naysayers. Remember, Rapture competes through innovation, not cheap shots. Bridget Tenenbaum is a woman who represents the best of science and industry. In other words, she's a Rapture gal. Now you know.
Okay. Now we know. Gentlemen. Alright, Elizabeth. Tell me where we're going. Or should I call you Anna?
I went through basic with them. Decent sort. But the Italians... I told her.
Let's just go ahead and follow her.
Mr. DeWitt, we'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Private party. No entry without invitation.
We'll see about that.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected...
No mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of. They must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the Artist Struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Press O. Alright. Apparently it's not going to let us do anything but accept this. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Hang on just a second here, guys. Okay. The golden rule is to our left. There it is. Let's head over there.
What brought you to Rapture?
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt.
You need something, friend?
No. Okay.
They're all gone.
Let's head inside.
Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Welcome, please. Have a look around.
Excuse me. Lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
The center cabochon... Excuse me, sir?
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen
Cohen sends
ring.
those masks out in some kind of box.
Right out of her coffin in Twilight Fields. Did you think we wouldn't notice? I can assure you. The assurances of a grave robber are of no interest.
Must be somewhere else.
If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
Come into my shop and walk this trash. I don't think so. Hit the bricks, you tramp!
I'll see to it they hit you.
Get your hands off me! Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
Where should we look next? Upstairs at the Artist's Struggle, or Rapture Records straight ahead?
Over here first. There's another one of these things. Let's check it out.
Are you in the know? The Big Daddy may look imposing, but he's a gentle giant. Do you know all he does for Rapture? These metal jets are the hands that maintain Rapture, digging the foundation out of the seabed and guiding structural supports into place. Where do these metal mysteries come from? Sorry, chum, that's a Ryan Industries trade secret. Now you know.
Now we know. Okay, we got a locked door here.
Whatever that barber did to you, I hope he's retained a capable attorney.
Okay.
To what possible end? They can't both be right.
If she feels so strongly about how Fontaine's people...
Alright, we're gonna head into the watched clock in just a second. Just taking a look around.
New Ryan Industries drinkable glasses. All the pleasure, none of the pain.
I say, try it again. Maybe your taste buds have matured.
Okay, we're supposed to go into the kitchen.
Another one. You got an issue with my food pal. You're welcome to put on an apron.
Nope, don't care. What I care about is this.
I had all of these visions before coming down here of Utopia. Every man with his hand on the great chain, the wheel of progress turning. Every cliche you can imagine. And what is the first thing that happens when I open up shop? Petty thievery. Now I have to lock all my valuables in a closet. Remember 2076. It's the problem with coming to Utopia, is that it still has the people.
Well, there you go. 2076. That's what we need. Let's see. 2076. Cool. Cool. Nothing in here, except an audio log.
When Ryan take over Fontaine Futuristics, scene of a terrible violence. Splicers burning each other to bits. Lucky ones not killed, sent to department store prison instead. Suchong think he dead man too. But then Ryan comes to Suchong and says, Suchong want to be buried in filthy store, or Suchong want to make a good salary? Work for Ryan. How much salary? Asks Suchong. This Ryan find very funny.
Okay, we're supposed to go up the stairs. And we're supposed to find... Is that it? Artist's Struggle. Yep, that's the one. Let's head inside. Hey.
You see that dish I walked in with? Well, you give her the star treatment, pal. That'll make it worth your while.
But of course, right away.
Yeah.
Interesting, isn't it? An original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about
Gotta
art.
find that box.
I don't want to open my mouth for fear what fools will make it tumble out.
Nothing. Well, only one place left.
Oh, would you? Oh, I would like so much to understand.
Cohen intended to show us the struggle of the great man.
Condemned to breathe the swampy air of the...
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
Okay. I'm supposed to go to the right.
Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Ah, we got another one of these.
Are you in the know? You've doubtlessly sampled products from Fontaine Futuristics. But do you know why Ryan Industries saved it? Frank Fontaine, business leader and benefactor of mankind? Or was he the best friend the parasite ever had? Were you aware his businesses were a front for a smuggling ring? And were you also fooled by his supposed charity work? At his free clinic, patients became test subjects, and his orphanages were places that children disappeared into and never came out. Once they learned the truth, Rapture's Central Council called for the arrest of Fontaine Futuristics' owner. But, a coward to the end, Fontaine found a hail of bullets preferable to facing justice. The council asked that Ryan Industries assume the burden of stewardship of Fontaine's ill-gotten assets. And Andrew Ryan accepted that burden for the people of Rapture. Now all citizens can enjoy these products, free of criminal taint. Now you know.
All right then. Let's see.
Fontaine got taken out by Ryan's goons for one reason only.
There we go. We're gonna go head into this area. Everyone.
Buongiorno, signore.
We're looking for some changing rooms. There we go. This must be the place. And here we got another audio log.
Suchang observed strangest of coincidences. On other side of a window, man in strange hat experimenting on Suchang's own creation. On plasmid. Man name of Fink. Outrage! Theft of intellectual property! But man name of Fink is no fool. Through addition of oxidizing agent, turns plasmid ingestible through stomach lining. Mr. Ryan very impressed with Su Chong's initiative. Theft of intellectual property. Two-way street.
Two-way street. Okay, Rapture Records. That's where we're going next, guys. Let's go on inside. Hey, bud.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course.
Whenever anyone wants others to do their work, they call upon their out.
What is this piece?
It's by Trenet.
Where is he hiding that box?
Covered by Mr. Ryan.
Lovely. Lovely.
Honor the king.
There it is.
Music is
There you are, you little son of a bitch.
especially something.
We got one.
Think of
Part
yourself.
of us that exists before thought,
It's the
before
king,
logic,
country
purely
crowd who light the torch of
finest
destruction. It is this great
Hmm.
inversion
that we never knew existed.
which has changed
Can you turn it up?
an endless cycle of
Oh, I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing.
Okay. Very good. We've got the mask. Let's get out. Come on, Elizabeth. We got what we came for.
Sexual intimacy is no different.
Good. You've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeepers. You've got a bit of the grifter in you.
For that, you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
Okay, Cohen's. Where was Cohen's?
So, what kind of field you in?
Field?
Yeah, you know, occupation. Can't imagine what kind of employment would lead you to tag along on a job like this.
I suppose you could say I work in debt collection.
Sure.
This better work. Otherwise, we'll certainly look the fools.
Trust me.
easy pickings. Bust that block. Ain't nobody around.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen this type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Sure.
Dance, dance, move! Move, that's right.
Okay, let's head downstairs.
Be the conduit! Open yourselves to the music! To the spirit of the eternal! No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick!
Please!
The stick!
For God's sake!
My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. There's no room in Rapture anymore for the artist.
Jeez. Okay. There's Cohen. Crazy bastard. I believe we killed him in the first game.
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, ladies?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Questions? Yes. Yes. It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You are more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to go.
Cohen, you son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
Come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
Because I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick!
Oh.
I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Well then. Very nice. Heading to chapter 3.
Mr. DeWitt!
Mr. DeWitt! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty! To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Well, here we go.
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. Alright, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Burial at sea.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity. We're all buried at sea.
Don't get too comfortable. Keep your eyes open.
Seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt.
Okay, guys, let's go check it out. We have 3 bullets. You can bring more bullets with you, there, Booker. Okay. We've got a couple of plasmids, or vigors, I guess they're called, in this game. Okay, that was different. What are we doing? Are we starting over? Nope, that was the end. Okay then, that was definitely odd. Okie dokie. Thank you.
Look up there. Let's have another look around. Perhaps we'll be able to find something to get us up and over.
New Ryan Industries drinkable plasmids. All the pleasure, none of the pain.
Ah,
here we go.
Could be handy.
A skyhook.
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber? Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber. Huh. Constants and variables.
Constants and what?
Never mind.
Goddamn grabber stuck.
I want the frosty one. Get me frosty.
Mr. DeWitt! Someone's coming!
I want the frosty. Want it.
Got him on the hook this time.
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
Here's now. I get some work, but I want to get back to real acting.
I meant...
Mr. DeWitt, look.
What am I looking at?
Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the 3 buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this.
Seriously? Here we go. Alrighty then, I got 1 bullet left.
When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure. Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for Splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
Here, little birdies. Eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know. I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds. What's the matter with you? Do you think it's poison?
Okay, guys. I think we're going to stop here because we're about to go ahead into a pretty long chapter. So, yeah. Let me take a minute to thank my patrons. My $5 plus patron is Michael Hilliard. My $3 plus patrons are listed in the description below, along with any links that they've requested I link to, so please go check this out. Good stuff in there, guys. And finally, at the end of this episode, you'll see a list of all my $1 plus patrons. Thank you very much, guys. It is much appreciated. Without your support, this would be a much more difficult endeavor, so I do appreciate the assistance. Okay, gang, we're going to stop here, and we will pick this back up in the next episode. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please take a second to comment, like, and subscribe. All these things really help me out. I'd like to say a big thanks to all my patrons whose names are appearing on the screen right now. Thanks a lot, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more great content, consider joining my list of patrons. There's a link on the screen in the bottom left corner. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.